Oh, hi guys, it's me again, Kyoko. What's up, y'all? Did you think that Kanye was going to come out of this happy or sad? Well, I feel like he's really, really sad because his ego got the best of him and he is paying the price of having a big mouth. You feel me? I don't know if all the money went to his head, I don't know if the fame went to his head, or I don't know whether there is scrambled eggs in his head. I don't know. But I always feel that when he was with Kim, he was by far the happiest. When that ended, everything went bum bum. That's when all the mad chat began. Whether he's got a mental illness or not, I side that he does. He refuses to admit it, but he's spoken about having bipolar forever. Like, since the early 2000s. It's like, there's no problem in having bipolar. It doesn't mean your thoughts are crazy. It just means you go into a heightened state of being and you don't sleep, which also affects your thoughts. But I understand a lot of his points where he's coming from. But sometimes he just needs to shut his mouth, man. Check out this little interview I found on Profit Muscle. It's after everyone's been dropping him left, right, and center. This one was yesterday, I think, after all the adidas, stuff that came out. He's still going on about that we need a black run media and all the rest of it. But, a lot of you and myself have heard people talk about, JEW people running Hollywood and music and all that, and they probably do. But you know what? There's probably some white, black, Chinese, Japanese, Mexican, all in the same industry. But just because one culture is the biggest, does that mean they're the worst? I don't think so. I think he's really got to say, I didn't mean that, because it's not going to help him go forward. We'll have a listen to this interview. I'll come back and let's just recap on all the other people that have dropped him today, because there is a lot. And I am really worried about him because I just hope someone is with him 24/7, because he is the type of person to do something crazy, something bad crazy to either himself or someone else. All right, let's listen.
Yay, why do you think the media and entertainment industry try to make it so difficult for you to spread the message that God has called you for?
Like I said before, the media just wants to control everybody's voice, and exactly what I had claimed they were going to do has started to be done. You saw they took down the interviews, they try to soundbite everything up, and they try to not understand what our frustrations are and how many people have dealt with the same things. I remember I was first telling my dad I wanted to get into music, like professionally, back in, when I was 18, 19. He just talked about how treacherous the music industry is, and it doesn't have to be like that. It's time for us to clean up. And I'm in a position where, you saw me fight through with the contracts a couple years ago, fight through on the publishing, and just, fight through to get a position at the table. Because you could be the biggest star in the world and you really don't have a real position or really say so. You're just being used for your voice.
Lastly, what do you think it would take for you to be respected by the Jewish media control companies?
Well, we have to put together our own companies. And if I hadn't taken it to this level, for me to say, hey, I want to we're going to make a 100% black, not just black owned, but black operated tech company or tech hardware company, people would have said that was anti-Semitic. That's one of the techniques that are used to keep black people from coming together to build our companies together and keep us from working together. We get lured in by the idea of Hollywood, like the award shows, or who made the certified platinum, who made that up, who made up the idea of a major label, and then we look towards that as things that make us feel good. Oh man, I'm sad I didn't win this Grammy, and these are still man-made constructs. We need to perform for an audience of one, and that's God. And that's the only way we're really going to be free.
Thank you for your time.
So how depressed does he look in that? Like, I actually can't get over how depressed he is. He has been on an absolute marathon of interviews, tweets, instas. You know, in the last month, he has really ramped it up. And if someone was to have bipolar, this could be it, because he has been manic. And it's probably why their relationship broke down, he and Kim, because he would have been the hardest person to deal with. I used to watch the Kardashians right back in the beginning. And I remember the crazy stuff he used to do. Like, when I say crazy, I don't mean he's loopy. I just mean crazy as in, whoa, that's out there. Yeah, I'm sick of people saying you can't say the word crazy. You started it, Dave Chappelle, calling someone crazy is the worst thing you could do. You started that BS, because the thing is, we call things crazy. We say that was a crazy day. That was crazy fun. That was crazy bad. It's like, it's just a word. So stop it. I'm really sick of people getting upset by words. And sometimes I feel a bit like Kanye because he's like, why can't I use the R word? But, you know, to call someone retarded. It's like, oh God, it's too much. But Kanye is just not great at putting his point across. He knows so much that he says things like, we've been a part of his conversation for the last couple of years, and then he just says something that's so outrageous to most people that they flip out. But I understand where he's coming from. I don't believe in any hate speech at all. I don't believe singling out people at all. But at the moment, he is really stuck on this JEW, shalom, shalom, bizzo. And he must have been effed over real bad. Real bad. Because, you know, you get that. Like, it's not racist because we all get that feeling. If you've been, you know, had a lot of problems with one type of race, right? Whether it's neighbors, people that you work with, but it's just one particular race, you start to have a feeling towards that type of person. It's actually called human nature, and it's very hard to fight. It really is. I've had some shocking neighbors of one race, and I'm not going to tell you what race, but it really wears me out, and sometimes I feel really racist, but I wouldn't say it to them. I wouldn't say it on a public forum. It is a feeling that is valid, and you know why the feeling is valid? Is because different races have different cultural ways of doing things. We don't all act the same, and that's where we get upset and affected by them, because they're not acting like the way we want. You just can't be racist about it and go, oh, you people, you're all like this, because it's not that easy to say that as a blanket statement, and that's what he's done, a blanket statement. But to put it out there to those people, that's when it becomes racist. Just inside thoughts, remember? Keep those thoughts inside, or just tell your little buddy. Because other than that, people are going to tear the absolute skin off your body if you keep carrying on like this, Mr. Yee Yee Yee. Let's look at all the people that have dropped him. It's off the charts. I actually said this yesterday. What about the school? What about all the people in the school? They must be really worried. Well, there you go. The school year's ended for them. America's school is not the same as ours. Like, when we are about to hit holidays, they're still heavily at school. So this is very difficult. All these youngsters having to move schools at this point. Oh, man. He's really effed up. And I don't think he thinks beyond the day he's in. That's how I feel. He does not go beyond the moment or the day. He had a school with kids. He's actually got 4 kids. I don't know how they're dealing with this at the moment. It must be very difficult, considering that North, the eldest, is 9. She can go on any social media and see what's up. Oh man, I don't understand when people have kids why they carry on like this. I can barely, even come to the point where I'd show my face on YouTube because of my son saying, please don't. It's like, it's a difficult one. But anyway, all these dreams are just crumbling. But this is what made me laugh. Ye has reportedly cut ties with Kanye West. That is hilarious. Because, he got his Instagram back today. And I don't know how. He must have paid him big bucks. or gone over to Zuckerberg's house and knocked on the door, because he's known for that of late. He just turns up. Well, the first post he put back on Insta was some dig at Adidas. It's coming up. But I wrote under it, I said, "Hey, Yee, have you seen Kanye West lately?" So keep going. This site's really good for any type of hip-hop, rap type news. I really don't think you should feel sad about Madame Tussauds removing his wax figure, because, god damn, who is that? Who is that chiseled man? that wax figure ain't no Kanye. What you talking about? I don't know who that guy is, but that is not Kanye. Did he say, if you're gonna do me, I want a bloody chiseled face? Aight. But the biggest thing that's come out today, which I was nearly on the ground laughing about it, like Skechers. I don't know if they're big in America, but they're not big here in Australia, and I just think they're lame ass shoes. I'm sorry, but that's my opinion, and that's how I feel. I'll never wear a pair, I'll never buy a pair. But anyway, he turns up at the headquarters in LA, just unannounced, and wanted to have a meeting to get his Yeezys made there. I just can't believe, like, why can't you ring ahead? Why? Is it because you did ring ahead and they said nah, and you're like, nah, they just got to see me in person? Did he just walk in the doors and go, yeah, it's your boy, let's stop making the Yeezys, and just high-fiving everyone in the factory? I don't know, man, because seriously, you can't just turn up. This is getting worrying, and he had to be escorted off the premises. That is not good. They had to get security, aisle 5, and take him out. Oh my god. This one, rejected from TJ Maxx. See, that would send me rock bottom, because TJ Maxx is like a dollar store in my opinion. We have it here, but it's not TJ Maxx. It's just different initials, but it's T something. It might be TK Maxx here. But anyway, I understand what type of store it is. And it's got all the discontinued stock. Everything's on sale. Everything's very, very cheap. And they rejected him. Oh, shuzbutt. That's the one thing that would upset me. But TJ Maxx, man. Whew. That's a big one. Who else? So, talking about the school, this must have absolutely broken the hearts of so many kids, because they've been thrown out of this huge basketball tournament that's held every year, and the team wasn't allowed to play because of what their boss, the principal, said. Is he the principal? I'm sure he'd have a principal, but he owns the Donda Academy, and that's probably why they closed it down, because it's just happening everywhere. It's the, not just the basketball team, it'll be the NFL team, it'll be the bloody ping pong team, the chess team, all of them gone. Man, I don't know how you're going to come back from this, except what I said yesterday. Go to the Bahamas, lay on a beach for a while. Don't think about anything, and just let your brain chill. You feel me? Just chill it out, because at the moment your brain is on fire, and something's going to give. Because ever since the Germans, I could say anything and Adidas will never drop me. I could even say an anti-Semitic quote and Adidas won't drop me. I still don't know why he said that. I think it's because of the amount of money he was making, but I also think it's because they were German. And you know how the Germans feel about the, shaloms? And they just went, actually, us as the bosses, we don't care. But when it comes to making money in the world, it's not just Germany. Everywhere buys Adidas. Everywhere. So, yeah. And it's crazy to think they were making $2 billion a year off Yeezy's shoes. And, by the way, I don't like Yeezys either. I think they're the ugliest shoe around. Especially the plastic looking ones that look like Crocs. Man, I can't stand them. I really can't. But anyway, that's just my opinion, my fashion sense. Obviously, a lot of people liked them. But the Germans, they said, you will not play with our money. I'm allowed to do a German accent because they're white. So don't come at me saying I'm racist, Anyway, I just hope he remembers the day when the Queen died, because that was a good day for Kanye. Even though it was sad, it made him have a realization, and guess what it was? He said, the Queen dying today made me realize I need to just focus on family, stop being mean to Pete Davidson, and just chill and let the love in. The Queen made him stop hating Pete Davidson. So it just goes to show this guy's mind can be changed pretty goddamn quick. So I'm sure there's a lot of people around him trying to help, because every single like big rapper or any huge person, like think of Snoop Dogg. He hasn't even come out and said anything. Dre, like all the big ones, they haven't said a word, because I reckon they actually know that Kanye suffers from la 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 la. I'm not going to say it, but la la la. You know, same as Britney. Mentos Cabanos. Mentos Cabanos. Anyway, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Remember to let the good vibes in and the bad vibes out. You feel me? You dig? Cheers, ballers.
How it real, how it real, feels so real. How it real, how it real, how it real, and that feels so real. How it real, how it real, real, how it real, feels so real. How it real, how it real, how it real, and that feels so real.